You are holding something right now, a name you cannot say without flinching, a version of your life that never arrived. Everyone tells you to let it go. Nobody tells you what letting go costs or whether holding on is the more honest act. Is release freedom, or is it surrender wearing a calmer face? What survives when you finally open your hands? This is Philosophy Wars. Let us begin.
Sit for a moment. Notice what your hands are holding right now, even when they are empty. Most of us carry things we set down long ago. An argument from years back, a version of ourselves we hope to become, a person who left. Siddhartha Gautama taught that suffering has a cause, and the cause is grasping. Not love, not care, grasping. Letting go is often mistaken for coldness. It is the opposite. What follows are 5 teachings on release, offered gently, the way you might offer a cup of tea. Take what is useful. Leave the rest. The first teaching is impermanence, anicca in Pali. Everything you love is already in motion away from you. Your body this afternoon, the sound of your own name in someone's voice. The Buddha compared existence to a river. You cannot step into the same water twice because the water has moved on. So have you. Consider a cut flower on a table. We do not call it a tragedy. We call it beautiful, precisely because it will not last. Now apply that gaze to your own life. The job that ended. The friendship that faded. These were never permanent things breaking. They were temporary things completing. Why does this matter today? Because most of our anxiety is an argument with time. We spend enormous energy insisting that things stay. Time does not negotiate. Peace begins when we stop demanding that the river hold still. The second teaching concerns the arrow. The Buddha described a person struck by an arrow. Pain arrives. That is the first arrow, and no one escapes it. Then the person cries out, "Why me? Who did this? How long will this last?" That is the second arrow, and that one we fire ourselves. Someone speaks harshly to you at work. The sting lasts perhaps 3 seconds. The story you tell yourself about it lasts 3 weeks. Letting go does not mean feeling nothing. Feel the first arrow fully. Let it hurt. The practice is simply to stop reaching for the second. Ask yourself tonight, how much of today's pain arrived from outside, and how much did I manufacture in the quiet of my own mind? The third teaching corrects a common misunderstanding. Thich Nhat Hanh spoke of holding your anger the way a mother holds a crying child, not pushing it away, not becoming it, holding it. This is non-attachment. It is tender, not distant. Imagine a parent watching a child ride a bicycle for the first time. The parent runs alongside, hands open, ready. Then the parent lets go. That release is not a withdrawal of love. It is love arriving at its full expression. Thich Nhat Hanh lived through exile and war, and he did not become numb. He became softer. Attachment says, "I need you to be a certain way so that I can be well." Compassion, karuna, says, "I want you to be well, whatever shape that takes." One of these grips, the other opens. The fourth teaching is about the 2 escapes. Before his awakening, Siddhartha tried both. He lived in a palace of pleasure. He then starved himself in the forest until he could feel his spine through his stomach. Neither ended his suffering. One clung, one fled. We do the same in smaller ways. We chase a promotion, believing it will finally settle us. Or we detach from everything and call the numbness wisdom. The middle way is neither. It is staying present without demanding an outcome. Consider someone leaving a difficult relationship. Clinging keeps them there. Fleeing sends them into distraction. The middle way asks them to feel the loss, learn from it, and walk on. Shunryu Suzuki said the beginner's mind holds many possibilities. The expert's mind holds few. Letting go begins with not being certain. The fifth teaching may be the strangest one. Pratitya Samutpada, dependent origination, says nothing exists on its own. Everything arises in relationship. Thich Nhat Hanh looked at a sheet of paper and saw a cloud. Without rain, no tree. Without the tree, no paper. The cloud is in the page. Now look at yourself the same way. Your language came from strangers. Your body is built from food grown by hands you will never shake. So, what exactly are you protecting when you cling? Much of our grasping defends a self that was never a fortress. When we see the edge was always porous, the fear of loss changes shape. You do not lose the ones who leave you. Their gestures are already in your hands. Their words are already in your mouth. So, we return to your hands. Impermanence says the water is moving. The second arrow says most of the pain is optional. Non-attachment says love holds without gripping. The middle way says do not chase and do not run. Interdependence says the thing you fear losing is already woven through you. None of this is achieved in an afternoon. Suzuki practiced sitting for decades and still called himself a beginner. Start small. Choose one thing you are gripping. A grudge, a plan, a name. Loosen the fingers slightly, not all the way, just enough to notice that nothing falls. Then breathe out and let this moment go as well. It is already leaving.
Thank you for watching and listening. Subscribe to never miss a debate.